IQuad is a niche financial services group that offers forex, treasury, verification and business development services. IQuad operates nationally through its subsidiary companies in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, Port Elizabeth and East London. It has a market cap of 84 million rand and a price to earnings ratio of 8.4. Now this one seems to be an interesting services company because it offers services that I haven't seen coming to the fore again in terms of making sure you can get your rebate where your rebate is due from government, etc.
This becomes, I mean, if you've ever submitted an MRDP claim or enterprise investment plan, these are complicated claims.
You need help,
and then there can
front.
be millions and millions of rands at stake. If you submit them late or wrong, and they get rejected, or it rocks up, a check rocks up into another payment cycle, there's massive consequences. So these are actually, and especially on the global trade side, they actually do what they call treasury outsourcing. Basically, your cash and bank function, you can hand over the keys to them. They'll run everything. And so these are very technical, high barriers to entry, complex services, and they're niche. And that starts to become very competitive.
And Craig, the beauty here is that there is so much red tape in this environment, and in terms of just running a company, that for somebody to take it off your hands would be a great bet, in my opinion.
Yeah, well look, Keith comes from PE. I was with Coopers and Librant in East London, and at that stage, as auditing firms, we were outsourcing to, I think it was called IDEC in those days. Keith may have had a similar experience. And so I think even a lot of the auditing firms are realizing, well, it's not their core focus. So these guys are picking up a lot of business. It is a complicated procedure. And right now there's a brand new manufacturing incentive that's just been released. So look for my notes what it was called. It escapes me now. But it's going to create a lot of cash for the company going forward. Manufacturing competitive enhancement program, that's it. So, and the DTI seems to be getting their act together. In fact, they contribute 30% increase in revenue to the fact that they are running a lot smoother. So just that part of the business is actually quite exciting because they do have the skills in-house to fulfill the obligations and opportunities for small businesses.
We're trading close to 3 rand on IQuad. I always ask this question, could it be the 10-bagger of the future?
Well, this is the point. I'm going to preempt the question. Yes, I like IQuad. It's the riskiest of these, but it's the one that has the biggest competitive advantage. And we haven't even touched on the fact Sasfin is now the majority shareholder. So you've got a deep-pocketed bank that can spin your business, and it will. Because they're trying to go into Gauteng. They're traditionally automotive focused in Eastern Cape. And now your incentive plan has been opened to not just automotive, which MRDP was, but actually to just entire industry, basically. So they can come into here. But at 3 rand, so I'm preempting that, yes, I like that. But
you don't just like them because you're from PE?
No.
All right, just got to clarify. Any disclosure out there, as Craig was
research bias, they call it. But that said, I don't see a 10-bagger here. I see an attractively priced asset that could do well. But because you're limited by the market, your bottleneck is actually how many clients you can convince to come on, and that market is limited because how many clients need these claims?
Hot or not on IQuad?
Hot?
Hot or not, Craig, on IQuad?
Yeah, P of 5.7, high dividend yield. I think with Sasfin, I'd call it hot going forward.